So we've just had priority switch here. So now Dan has priority. Andrew's let him have it. Dan's very briefly had a quick check of to see what Saruman's range is on command at 18 inches. So Gullivar is now within range of being compelled out, which is pulling it towards it. So 1 dice plus 1 free, bringing Saruman down to 4 will. Oh no, just using his single free dice there, sorry. So the compel goes off, but he fluffs the reroll. Dan risking the biscuit.
Oh, he's
One
going
might on Saruman to go for a big 3+.
He's
pumping that roll up by 1.
big stakes here.
Yeah, Coleman, considering how much will he has to spend. So Coleman spending 1 will and using his resistance to magic, and he gets it on 5.
So he's really protecting that Saruman, keeping him away from Witch King.
And Gullivar as well.
Wise move, I would say.
Yeah, so Dan's there looking to make sure Saruman's away from the Witch King so he can't be compelled and returned and then eaten by Gullivar.
Alright, we're actually getting some followers here. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully we'll be making more of this content. Let us know if you have any feedback on the quality of today's stream. We're only looking to improve it.
The time started at 9:22. Yeah, so 11:37.
Yeah, roughly.
I think they've finished setting up a bit later, so yeah.
Okay, Dancer's resolving his move. He's gone for the full spread out.
Look at this smooth jazz in action. You can just hear the silent Saxon whiskey. Yep.
It will give you the indications of the hour, the timer there.
Just for the record, you have an hour 45. That's right. I think in the Masters Heat at Chatswood, Andrew Lemaire and I had 3 or 4 turns in under 10 minutes. Yeah, we really put the heat on there in that last few minutes. Hang on, new line. Make sure. So we're just adding the stream title here, team. We're going to make sure that it has also included in the title is Superior Game System, because Lord of the Rings is the Superior Game System.
That's okay. Is that good? Alright, we're just getting some frame drops again. Sorry for that, guys. Thank you for joining us on the stream. Hopefully our internet stabilizes a little bit more. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, little siren starts
Oh,
going off.
here we go. We're
We
back
are
online.
in the middle of in a very actually pretty nice part of New South Wales,
Yeah.
in Sydney.
Look, I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of cows and horses on the way
I
here.
saw a tractor. That was cool, and a wagon.
Yeah.
Bit of God's country
Yeah.
up here. So we're quite on we're about an hour's drive out of Sydney here at Archon Games.
Oh, we've got Top Table Gaming Steve. Welcome. Love your content, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, we're up in Archon Games here in Cattai.
In
Uh,
good old New South Wales,
yeah,
Australia.
that is it was an early start for many people, but it's nice and chill out here. So please forgive any internet issues that we may have. It should be all right, but
Yeah, definitely. Hope it's going all well there up in the UK. Hope you guys are keeping safe.
yeah, now's the time for hobby, right? Now's the time to kind of be like, well, I don't have to go outside for X weeks, you know. Time to just pull everything out on the dining table and be like, oh, fantastic.
Yeah, definitely had to say your content there definitely kept us sane during lockdown there. So if you guys ever have a chance, check out the guys up at Top Table Gaming
Yeah, good
on
chance that
YouTube. YouTube.
to be fair, their content was too good for me. I didn't get any painting done during our lockdown. I was just watching stuff.
Yeah. All right, Dan's just resolving his bottom part of the board there as well. He's going for that full arc.
Yeah, so it looks like he's still staying a good 13 inches away there. Just making sure he's just skimming Gulliver's range there. So Dan's movement's all done. It's handing over to Andrew now. So all the crossbows stood still except for one.
Oh. All right, let's see how Andrew Coleman responds. So for context here, we do have the winner of the Chatswood Heat versus
The
winner of
runner-up of the Chatswood Heat.
a
And the
runner-up
winner of
and
every other heat.
yeah, every other heat. So he's got a pretty competitive game going on, guys.
Two more wholesome guys could not be battling it out.
Mhm.
That is for sure. This is both a game of skill as it is sportsmanship. So thank you once again for all for those who are joining us. This is the New South Wales Lord of the Rings Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game Masters Final for, I guess, New South Wales, but we'll just say Australia because Victoria didn't get to play because they had a spicy cough.
That one's for you, Matt. Yeah, it's really unfortunate we couldn't get to see a lot of the interstaters. Last year, Masters was a bit of a cracker. We had the Victorians coming up as well as a couple of Queenslanders, even a Western Australian coming to join us here in Masters as well. So hopefully next year we will have a bigger and better event with everyone safely coming in to visit.
Yeah, look, I think it zeroes out a little bit to be honest because, you know, Victoria won last year's Masters, so we don't like to talk about it. And they're not here this year, so they want to talk about this one, you know,
Yeah.
because we could say, well, New South Wales has won the Masters trophy all over again, but I don't think Kylie would approve of that or would good old Matthew Todd.
Okay, we just got a couple of rules checks there.
So,
All right, here comes the dead Marsh Spectres.
whoa, needing an 8.
Ooh, just.
Almost.
Oh, he's got that cock
Cock
dice.
Oh, he gets
Ooh.
it on a 9. Beast roll. White Scar dice, pull them through. Yeah. Dan knows what's up. Yeah.
Now we do play dice flat, being the final result. So that was a little bit of a cock dice there. So the reroll was engaged.
Paid off, paid big, rolling,
Yeah.
tactical rolling to the sides there.
Yeah.
For those as well who are wondering where the token positioned above the dice tray there, that just indicates who has priority, respective of their side of the table. So you'll see on the left is for the Isenguard forces with Dan, and on the right will be with Angmar and Andrew. So another fell light upon from the other Deadmar Spectre. Oh, passes on 11. Look at that,
Ooh.
these Urukai will not be moved. They
Mhm.
are,
They are really into that Saruman speech.
yeah, they're just like Saruman's here, and he's just like, oh, if we go the wrong way, we're gonna get fire blasted, which would probably happen. They're just like, I want to set you on fire for running away. And now they're musing over whether Helm's Deep would have been different with Saruman there, and you know what? It probably would have.
Yeah, look, I mean, you know, you wouldn't even need berserkers. He just can set the fire on those on that explosive by himself.
I'm just wondering what would happen when Gandalf comes riding down the hill and Saruman's in the ranks of pikes.
Ah, yeah. I mean, who knows? I think what would actually happen is they just start standing and start singing at each other, kind of like in the scene in Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or maybe just a whole bunch of birds come in.
Yeah.
Corbane would be pretty cool. You know, imagine that.
Mm.
So both of Andrew's fell lights failed. Now, there's only two Deadmar Spectres in Andrew's list, so no more sneaky tactics like that coming out. Maybe compel from the Witch King, we'll see.
Mhm.
But I think Andrew was trying to fish for a sneaky heroic combat
Mhm.
and send Gulliver just steamrolling in. So since Gulliver's got one wing, can we call him like the one wing angel, the one wing terror?
No, for this little match here, I suppose so.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a Sephiroth for
yeah.
the Final Fantasy fans out there.
Does that make Saruman like Tifa?
I wouldn't have said Tifa, but
I mean,
all right, let's go with it. It's canon.
yeah,
All
he's
right,
got a nice long
Saruman
dress, you
is
know,
now
and some long
Tifa.
nails.
Oh, I would say Aerith. Aerith has the dress, while Tifa has
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sports pants.
Is that
Is
rescue with
that
sports
Rascu?
pants?
I think we have the Final Fantasy team.
I mean, we've all seen Urukai models. They do
They got
not
some
skip.
thighs.
Yeah, they don't skip leg day at all.
No,
They are some thick
they
boys.
yeah, and they keep running.
Yeah. Don't want to go fix it up.
All right, we're just gonna get a camera fix. It has drooped a little bit. Stand by, guys. Do you want to? All right, thanks, Dylan. Thank you for the save there. I have one of our viewers, Dylan, helping out with some of our camera work.
All right. So sorry about that, but so the Witch King has made it into combat there with the lone Urukai. I think Gulliver's made it in as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the combat phase here. I suspect there'll be a sneaky, a sneaky hero combat, or three perhaps. So we'll see what happens here. Dan starting to sweat. Oh no.
Right, Gulliver has made it into combat, so we're gonna.
This is terrifying.
Yeah,
Gulliver is... He's squishy, but he terrifying.
yeah. So he's got that regenerating wound mechanic as well.
He's not taking any wounds, so it won't make a huge difference, but I mean, Urukai are pretty swole. He is only defense 5.
Mm.
So the knocked over uh, pack of Wild Riders on the far right there, now starting up and moving only 3 inches, all dismounted, but there is a whole bunch of little wargs.
All right, Andrew Coleman moving up and moving to the sides as
How
well.
sick do these dwarf statues look? Oh, so sick.
I would like to point out that both Scott and I worked on this table with, and if you guys do enjoy the table, let us know. Hopefully, we'll be making more of these really awesome tables for future events.
Pretty much they're all going to be dwarf tables. Do you know why? Because dwarves are so sick.
If you guys haven't noticed, Scott here is a big dwarf fan. Look, I'm a big dwarf fan as well, but I think Scott here is he has taken the exception to something different, something new.
I've taken it to a whole new level.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, if we go any more dwarven than this, like a new level, we'll probably find a Barrog or something. That'd be unwise. So, hey, there's a Lord of the Rings revealed tonight on the Warhammer TV stream.
Yeah,
Who's up for some wild speculation?
yeah. Look, let us know in chat. What do you reckon is going to be previewed in the reveal tonight?
Yeah, look, I'm hoping for they announce what the next big book is. So we've had, normally the cycle is one big book, one little book.
Mhm.
Fingers crossed, I'm hoping for like maybe War in the North with Eastlings and Dwarfs. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Everyone knows Eastlings would really love New Legendary Legion. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we've got Lachlan from Zop Gaming. Hello, welcome to the stream. And
Lachlan,
Beachbones.
Linton, Keen, how are we?
How are we? As you can see, we've been working hard, getting the
Hardly
stream up up and running.
Yeah, new name dance. I could get behind that. You know what would probably happen is it would be a book about the Two Towers
Mhm.
as the movie, and it would be like Isaac. It's like Isengard Legion, and it's like sick, and then it's like 4 Rohan Legions as well.
Oh,
Like
dude, don't.
yeah,
I'm sure Lachlan's ears perked up a little bit there, hearing the name Rohan.
yeah.
Look,
Grimbold on horse. Hello.
All right, we've got Lachlan, we've got Beachbone. Beachbone's looking, hoping for more Ents. Probably those the new models for those actually named.
So Dan is
Alright.
hosing that heroic combat, trying to fish for the kill on his own model that Gulliver and the Witch King goes into with all his crossbows.
Yeah, great move.
Big because he can get it, he shuts it down.
Yeah, that's right.
Fishing for a 5 still.
Yeah, totally.
So rolling to see if he gets the combat into himself. Hits Andrew. 5 to wound. Ooh. So Dan's taking shots here through his own models to make sure he can try and hose that heroic combat down.
For those wondering why Gulliver's got the one wing, we did have first casualty of the game, that being the wing. Oh, we have another issue with our camera. A little droopy camera, guys. Sorry about that while we get that fixed. Do we have like rope? Alright, well, we've got Scott here, duct taping the camera, trying to get that beautiful angle for you guys. That's right. It's suddenly now a duct tape ASMR channel. Yeah, if you guys can see what kind of ghetto setup we have, it'll be quite a laugh. In fact, we will post a photo in the chat in just a moment. We're doing it live, guys. Getting that repair going. Right, more shooting coming out of Dan. Yep, tell me about it, Lockie. Alright, we've just swung into Coleman's shooting phase. Thank you for bearing with us. Here come the throwing spears.
Alrighty, and we're back. Hello. Duct tape has proven to be the answer to many of life's problems, I think, for all of
Yeah,
us.
yeah, including in this case streaming. And I think Steve and Lockie there can sympathize with us and empathize. Right, here comes the volleys from Coleman's force.
So the entire force of, I think, 28 Wild Riders,
Hmm.
bar 3, all have throwing spears. That's 25 throwing spears. That's a lot of throwing spears.
That's right.
Rolling
And
hot.
we've got some um, orc bows on some of those Warg Riders as well, so he
Yeah,
does have
three.
range.
Three bows. Throwing spears coming in hot. Oh, look at that. 5 and a 6.
Ouch.
Unreal. So, just having a quick squiz at the casualty pile. 3 Urukai, 2 throwing spears this turn. Hardcore.
Wow. Look, it really comes down to that volume, I suppose, and the hot rolling.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game of knowing how to roll dice really well, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Hero
All right.
combat called with the Witch King.
Witch King, and I think Gullivar's also in combat, so
I don't think
it's going to be a
Dan has
big
anything else in
explosion.
combat. Yeah, so there's Gullivar and a... So what's happening here is Andrew is being a good sport and reminding Dan
Mm,
that
he can.
defensive heroic strike is a thing. Because Gullivar is kind of turbo, so, do you want to spend the might to kind of avoid getting donked on by a big one-winged angel?
That's right.
I learnt the hard way once about defensive strike with Durin getting swallowed by a dragon,
Hmm.
and I was like, ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. Calling defensive strikes or heroic defense is a really viable strategy here. And Lockie made a great
So there's
point.
there's the
Ooh,
Witch King, Gullivar, and a
ooh.
Warg Rider with a 4 high from Coleman. Ah,
Oh, 5.
lone Urukai. One shieldy boy.
One
What's
shieldy.
gonna win?
Yeah, but
One shieldy boy, Gulliver, the Witch King, and like some other guy. One shieldy boy.
one shieldy boy.
Andrew's gonna burn a might. Oh, he's gonna go for a roll. Oh, yeah,
All right, he's gonna bet.
so Gulliver spent one of his might to win the fight there. And the Witch King's also down one for Call Hero Combat. So Gulliver's trying to get a wound back here.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
see you later, Orky boy.
gonna get a F in chat for shieldy boy.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, he shielded. He made him, like
Yeah,
8
he
points
burnt
for
that
a
my
point of
point,
might.
man.
I think that's a fair trade.
Hell yeah.
I had an Angmar army and then I'm just like, no, it's not dwarves. And stop doing it.
Love it. Love to see the Fs in chat.
That's right. He will be
He'll be
immortalized.
yeah.
All shiny and chrome. Is Saruman like just a Mortan Joe before he gets fat?
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility.
I mean, Saruman's many things apparently. There's first he's Tifa, and then
Yep.
he's Eris, and now he's a Mortan Joe.
All right. It looks like Coleman is going to
So
contemplate.
that's Gulliver flapping in like a big turkey into
Yep.
2 Urukai over there. So they're
Okay.
just placing the ways just for fitting the models so they're not bashing into each other, but I think that's Dan's crossbows that he's charged into there.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what he does here. It is a co-combat, so he does have the brutal power attack still in the pocket, so he could go for some hurls or possibly a barge. Actually, no, sorry, barge wouldn't work here. Possibly a hurl.
So throwing speed coming in as he charges in.
Not sure if that's. Not sure if that's a legal move, but we'll have to go check that with the TO.
Didn't hit, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
no harm, no foul. Oh, look at that bendy tape measure action. I love it. I've never seen that done, and I'm just like, this is just the game has changed for me. I didn't realize you could I didn't realize like that's how you use a bend and a tape measure. So like you can tell I work a trade, right? I don't think tables
Yeah.
broadcasting. Yeah, zap it. Let's push it, Eric. Turn it up. Just need like some Claude Van Damme right now, like pump it up.
All right. We do have.
No, you want headset too, and then
No, that just feeds it to me. Yep, just leave it.
I'm always happy, particularly when dwarves are involved. Oh, it's other. What do you? That close. Mic.
Oh, got another wild.
Urukai just being like, we're not having a bar of it. Of course, his Wag stick around. Hot rolling.
Love it.
Hallmark of great strategy, just rolling like a boss, right?
Rolling where it matters.
So 5 dice here from Gulliver. Auto's on a 6. Dan's just like, I don't even know what I can do against this. What can Urukai do against such reckless hate?
All right, we just want a little bit more volume on the mics here.
drags up to 12. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, how
Alright,
we go?
how's that for me? And then we'll do Eric afterwards.
Awesome. Thank you for the live tech support there, Lockie.
Just put everything up. Alright, you heard the man. Turn it to 11, just like...
Just put everything up. Thanks for joining us, Top Table Gaming Steve. Hopefully we can catch you in your next video. And yeah, look out for the VOD.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, man. Hope everything turns out well in the UK. We look forward to seeing what hobby you get to get done during lockdown.
All right.
Stay safe, bro. Yeah, you don't want to do heaps. Nose gate. Open threshold, just turn it down. Sorry, turn it up a touch. Go to 50. Yeah, go to 52. Try that.
All right, there we go.
Alright, all better. I think we've just been playing with our sound settings a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you for bearing with us. It is our
First
first with audio.
Yeah.
I think our last stream we just had some royalty-free music. Hopefully, to be honest, I didn't know what music I was playing, so hopefully it wasn't too distracting with those videos. Yep, Lucky's given us the thumbs up. Awesome.
Classic. So.
All right. Well, Dan did win the roller for deployment choice, so he has gone for that defensive play.
Yeah,
so
very,
looks,
very standard. Put crossbows in a building.
Yeah.
On the top floor.
Yeah,
so,
he has. You know, so he's getting the big advantage here. All right, off Gulliver goes for some more kills.
Off like the big dumb chicken that he is. Is he a big dumb chicken? Or is
I don't know. I think he's meant to be a vampire or something. Like a bat.
Yeah, like a Balrog light.
No, I think that's a dwellers. This is more like a... I think it's meant to be a vampire.
Yeah, I'd pay that. So we're back into movement phase here. Gulliver, I think, caught a move to get the hell out of dodge there.
Yeah.
Without calling it with me, he's gone
here comes the
sword. That's the Witch King there, I think. There's a Witch King further in deep there, I can't tell.
He's gone for a big Sorcerer's Blast here. So he's committing 2 will and a 3.
No,
1 will and 3. Here he comes. Wool goes. Gets the 6.
Can't even like just try me. So that's the. I think that's a Wild Rider.
Yeah. Ooh, just shy. So he won't be dismounting anyone soon.
They're just checking if they can spend might on the
on the dis roll. Yeah. From my memory, it is not something you can spend might on. But we're just gonna get a rules check on that one. They're just gonna discuss it amongst themselves. As
this teamwork here.
Yeah.
Two opponents still working things out together.
Love and that's a hallmark of the Middle-earth strategy battle game. Is if you look in the front page of the rules book, it's meant to be enjoyed over some team biscuits. It's really much a wholesome game. So even though yes, it is the most strategic, it also it's all about that wholesomeness.
Yeah, look, I think I've told you many times, Eric. In fact, I've probably lectured you on it to the point where you're like, I agree, please stop talking to me. But I think to be a great player, you need to be a great sports too. You know, it's one thing to steamroll your opponent, but to give them a great game is really the hallmark of a great player.
That's right.
So we've just had a question about.
We've got a 6 roll here.
Sports bet. Now Australia does like a bit of a punt. I have $5 on. I don't know who. I think I abstained from betting on this match because I like both people equally. So.
Yeah. Look. I'm gonna put 1 beer for Dan.
Yeah.
If he wins, and 2 beers if he loses.
Yeah, that's a fair bet.
Andrew Coleman gets a beer regardless.
Yeah. So what are the odds on that? If one
I don't know.
Someone gets
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, the payout on this is unreal.
All right, sorry, we are dropping some frames here.
Is it that way? Mm.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. This intense concentration.
Yeah, this is a very key turn, I think, for both players. They're both in striking
Oh,
range
there goes a
of.
tree. Tree down.
There goes a tree.
Here comes the
Another.
end. Haha.
And spawns in the middle. Now, look, it's coming to that very key turn. Both players are within striking distance of each other um, with their main force, and they're slinging spells back and forth. So I think we are going to start seeing the outcomes
So
of this
Dan
game very soon.
is going for the edge of the building. There's two Wild Riders there. The camera doesn't pick them up very well, but there's two on this side. Yeah, so the camera doesn't pick them up very well on the corner where Dan's currently just moved his models there. There's two Wild Riders there. They're not in combat, but he's put them an inch away to shut down any Wilds trying to go for a flank with a Pike supporting there. So two Shieldy boys and a Pike. And then Dan is now pushing in around the other side of the building here,
Yeah,
trying to just shut down a huge amount of models coming through.
yeah. He is leveraging that piece of terrain as well to kind of shield him from the impending cavalry charge. But
Now that piece of terrain does have two doors on it with an interior, but I don't think anyone's opted to go through it just yet.
look, he's asking. Oh yes, yeah, it's actually Scott and Eric. So I'm the host today, Eric from Dice Bears, as well as we've got Scott from Dice Bears as well. We're a new group looking to make some new content, and we are helping cover the New South Wales Masters event.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wonder what like other coastal phrase I could just yell. Be like, but it doesn't make sense. It'd be like two arms, like,
Yeah.
or like prepare, make ready.
Scott the Big Dwarf. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, the big dwarf who can't grow facial hair. It's probably for the best that I can't grow facial hair. I think if I could, I would have a beard that would
Look,
be,
we talk about your facial hair a little bit too much, or
yeah.
lack of facial
Well,
hair.
currently it's a mo, which is proving to be very divisive. I think
Yeah.
I think nobody likes it, but I like it. So, everyone's like, "What is that on your face?" I'm like, "I don't know." Just for those who don't know what I look like, I'm a slightly dark-skinned man with dark hair, dark eyes, and a ginger moustache.
Okay, so he's set his infantry to receive the charge. It's going to be interesting to see whether Coleman pulls the trigger on it. Let's get a time check, ladies and gentlemen. We're sitting 10 minutes away from that 1 hour mark.
So the rounds here is 750 points with 2 hours 15 to play the full round.
We've got destroy the supplies here.
Yeah, look, I think the ginger moustache is look, all dwarven royalty have blonde beards, so I take the fact that I'm dark-haired normally with a ginger moustache just proof of my royal dwarven lineage.
Look, I don't know how subtly we can tell you, but it's not gonna work. Look, we'll get there one day, maybe.
Yeah, I'll just keep growing it out. Maybe one day I'll be a real boy.
Okay, we're switching focus to the top side of the board now.
So Dan's got a single Uruk into, I think, two Wild Riders around the far end of the table there, just behind the statue. Once again, Dan's just looking to shut down as many charges as he can. That's right, we will reclaim Moria. We will succeed where Balin failed.
All right, you've got your first fellowship member there with Beach Bones.
Yeah. My fellowship would be nothing but dwarves. But he would just be like, what's this hobbit? No. He's like a knit beard, man.
Yeah.
Get some facial hair on you.
Yeah.
So Dan's managed to get what that looks like. Two full pike trains there into Gulliver.
Hmm.
Big.
It's gonna be his fight value.
Yeah.
Um, does he?
Andrew's now only got 4 dice, but he's still fishing for the 6.
He did do the charge, I think, early on with the heroic move, so he has the.
Oh, he did.
Yes,
Uh
that's
oh.
right.
Uh oh, SpaghettiOs. That's a
Well, he's gotta, as you say, it's you roll hot when it matters.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean that's how like I've managed to kill Aragon a couple of times. You know, he just rolled like a 1. Yeah, I've been like, oh, bad luck for you, son.
Mhm.
You can see the smooth jazz. So we've decided that Dan's playstyle is very smooth jazz. You know, we kind of just he has a plan, but he's just going to go with it and see what happens. And he seems to just like I know exactly what to do and just like beats out like a mad solo.
That's right.
Just imagine like oh yeah. Dan thinking really hard about what to do here. It's still the top of turn 2. Yeah, top of turn 2. Dan really playing it out. You can see already. You wouldn't think that it's top of 2, but it's been very intense, and the game is only just really heating up here.
All right, Lockie has a great question. How do the secondary objectives work? So basically, it's very similar to ninth edition 40k. We've have some objectives that we've come up with for the New South Wales Masters format. Basically, not only do you score victory points for the main mission, but you also get to pick 2 secondaries from a list of secondaries that allow you to score additional points. Now, for the Masters format, you are not allowed to win the game just based on secondaries. You still have to win the game using your victory points from the main mission. However, it does allow you to get more points and possibly get the win there. Now, Dan has opted for Break the Enemy, which involves breaking the enemy, killing the leader, and I believe slaying a banner, and Rally to Me, which is keeping those things alive, staying unbroken, keeping your general alive and keeping your banner alive. Andrew Coleman's gone for Ambush, which is straight kill points. I think you can score 1 point for every 20% of your army killed. And he's also opted for Rally to Me as well. You do score a maximum of 3 per objective, with a maximum obviously leading to a max of 6 from your secondaries. With most of the main missions, I believe you can score up to 12 victory points from the main mission, so giving you a maximum possible score of 18.
It's very interesting as well, just thinking about this particular matchup here on this table. So they're both kind of favourites coming in here. You know, Andrew Coleman, well known for being an excellent player, has won Masters in the past, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's won multiple tournaments, and everyone knows that he's an excellent player. Dan is new to the hobby,
Mm-hmm.
but he is also an excellent player. He came first overall in the Chatswood Heat, beating Coleman
Mm-hmm.
on VP alone. So it's almost like the final match that they never got to have
Yeah, that's
in
right.
our Chatswood Heat.
Yeah.
But most certainly be interesting to see how the scoring will carry them over into the next round, because if the game is very close, they might not end up very high on the rankings going into game 2. So either of the winners here may submarine
Mm-hmm.
into one of the top tables in the late game.
Yeah, that's right. So we do have 3 more games after this. A lot can happen. So, you know, we've got plenty of other really sort of big name players as well as kind of new players doing really well in their respective heats. So it's going to be really exciting to see who really is the New South Wales Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game
What would
Masters
we do if
champion.
it was Andreas who won? After all the memes, so those who
Oh
follow
no,
the Australian SBG
I
scene
don't know,
on
man.
Twitch,
I think, I don't know, man. I think the page is going to implode on itself.
it would be. I would pay money to see a grudge match with, if you won with
And
Kylie.
he'd have to grudge. I
Yeah.
think Andres has to grudge everyone at this point.
Ah,
Yeah.
man, that's a lot of heat rounds to go through.
Look, it's all in jest. We love
Yeah.
Andreas, and he's a great player as well. And look, and hopefully, we'll see how the matchups go. We might actually get him on stream, and you guys can have a bit of a
And
meme
make fun
war.
of him live.
Yeah, and we'll read him out to him. Beachman's also mentions that Dan is also the Good Games Chatswood Legion, Star Wars Legion champion as well. So we've got a really top player here. Thanks for that, Loki. Look, we'll post the exact breakdown of the secondaries for you guys to have a look at as well in the post-event breakdown.
Yeah, we could probably put it in the comment feed now, just
Yeah.
the players pack, so people can see what's going on.
All right, let's link that in the chat. Let me work the magic.
It's an interesting concept using the secondaries. I most certainly have really enjoyed using it. I think we've kind of just adopted to using it in our regular games now. Because we all know, sometimes you have a mission that just kind of sucks for your army. Speaking as dwarves, for example, storm the camp. That's a real bummer of a mission where it's like, oh, I'm going to spend 6 turns just walk across the table and not get there before the game ends. So it gives me something else to compete on, which is generally really nice. And it's not so much that you can use it to win the game. It's just more it's like I didn't lose that bad. Everyone lived. It's okay. I got 3 VP as opposed to 0. So Coleman thinking hard about where he can kind of get his combats in here and where his moves are. Spectre moving in another one behind the two. So there's two Spectres stacked up there. I don't think there's any fell lights coming out there. Saruman's just out of range there as well.
Oh, never mind. Ignore that.
Just punch a link to the Google Doc maybe.
There's a link there for you guys to have a read.
So you can't win on secondaries alone.
No. So, for example, if you scored, 3 in your main scenario and 6 on your secondaries, and your opponent scored, say, 5 in the main scenario but scored 0, I don't believe you can actually win. Well, I don't think you actually technically outscore and win the scenario there. So you actually need to outscore your opponent in the main scenario, and the secondaries allow you to gain extra points
This is
to
different to
try and.
how it was in the Chatswood Heat, right? Because
Yes, that's
it was
correct. Yeah, this
so
was a little bit of a change here
the
because
Chatswood Heat was your cumulative VP between your secondaries and your
correct.
primary.
Yep,
Whereas
that's right.
here, my understanding is it's more to, in the case of,
Tiebreakers and that
and the
sort of
score
stuff.
calculation as well.
That's right.
So to see where the pairings go, because the pairings from here will, because it's a pool pairing,
hmm
instead of being a Swiss pairing, I think I think it would be speeding up from here.
hmm All right, let's jump back into the game and see what's the state of play. Gulliver is.
Gulliver is stuck in combat.
Yep.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Wild Rider coming around the side
Yeah,
there.
it's actually a great. Yeah, Lockie, it's actually a great idea from Adam, and we can definitely chat about it afterwards with Adam to see how it all kind of played out.
Yeah, with the secondaries for the Masters tournament, including the heats, has changed a couple of times as we play tested them more and got some feedback.
hmm
Um, I think they're really good fun
They're
playing
they're
them as your
they're
actual
excellent.
VP because
Yeah,
they just give you another way to compete.
yeah.
Sometimes, like some of them are a little easy to score. So, for example, there's one called Protection of the Valar where you keep 3 heroes alive. I have 5 heroes in my dwarf list, and dwarf, as we all know, dwarf heroes are kind of dumb. Like, I don't call my army Khazad Doom, it's Khazad Dumb, because it's just like, I'm defense 7 and 9, like, eat it, you can't do anything. But it most certainly gives you extra ways to play your army, so it definitely tries to push you as a player, which is nice.
That's right.
We do see a lot of very similar secondaries being taken, so ambush is very common, because if you break your opponent, you're probably likely to score ambush as well, which is another 3 VP. Likewise with protection of valor, if you keep 3 heroes alive, if you're running a hero heavy list, that's pretty reasonable. You know, one of the lists here that we've got at Masters is, I think, what, 9 heroes? Like Thranduil, Legolas, Boreal, and 5 Mirkwood captains.
Four Mirkwood Rangers, Ranger captains, and 1 Palace Guard captain.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
8. I can't count. 8.
Of course, you're a dwarf.
Yeah, look, you know, there's only 7 of us.
It's
so
only even numbers.
Yeah,
You
no,
only reckon.
it's just, it's out, you, like, base 7 systems, so
Oh,
it's like 1 to 7 for each ring.
Very good. Okay, we're going into Coleman's turn.
Yeah, it looks like the the uh, the throwing spears have been, for all intents and purposes, turbo.
Yeah.
I think they've completely outshot the Urukai, who have done, I think, maybe 2 wounds with the crossbows.
Oh.
Going in the way, up or down, going down to the Warg.
Mm-hmm.
Total to Warg, just absolute Kyrak. Gone.
Oh, Throne Rider. Sorry guys, we are getting some drop frames as well.
He's yeeted off his Warg. By signaling which Urukai have shot their crossbows, so we can see.
Oh.
Oh. In the ways here. Misses as well.
Ooh.
3rd crossbow, taking a shot. 3 for 3 misses. These White Sky dice, you know, I might see if Dan wants to use some starter set dice, because you all know how gross they are. Would that be interfering if I'm like, here, use these, take this, it's dangerous to go alone, take this with you. It's just like, here's some starter set dice, like, oh, gross.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We've got a
That's
hit.
it, in the way. Stops. Hits his own guy, doesn't win him. Last crossbow out of 5. Here comes a Hail Mary, 666, I'm calling it now.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
second
gets
6,
through.
Here we go, 666.
Oh,
it.
There we go. Wow.
Eat it, nerd.
Alright, off he goes. Alright, we've got some of those scalpers coming in now. Sorry for that, guys. Dropping a couple of frames there.
It's Angmar versus just regular Isengard.
Yep.
So Angmar has Gulliver, the Witch King, and a captain with all Warg riders, so 28 or so Warg riders, all with throwing spears, except for 3 with bows. Versus regular Isengard with Saruman, Brasku, and Ugluk, and something like 45 Urukai.
That's actually a good point. I should be putting the army lists up on the screen here.
So they're moving into their combat phase now. Witch King calling a heroic combat. Ugluk saving his one last might there. Witch King down a one might. Getting key here.
I think both sides are
Doing triple
starting
timing, might need
to.
to give them the 1 hour timer.
Mhm.
You guys have 55 minutes. 55. Ooh, Gulliver doesn't get a 6. Going for the sneaky reroll.
Oh. Ooh, I saw it flash for a moment. Banner reroll coming in.
Is that Gulliver?
Ooh, that's a cock dice.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
there we
it's
go.
flat.
Yep.
Got a fish for a 6.
Mhm.
Fish, 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 fish. Using a new dice.
Ooh, no white sky dice there. No dice, no dice. Oh, here,
Gulliver does
here
the
comes
wound.
Coleman.
Oh, not Gulliver,
And
sorry. That was
that's
a
a, that's
off the Wild
a,
Riders, I suppose.
I think that was a Witch King.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
He's down there.
yeah. It's got the
Forgive
crown
the
of
low
Mogul.
quality. The lighting here is not exceptional, so the GoPro is picking up a bit of like light correction.
Mhm.
It can be a little hard. So Andrew taking the risky play because it makes the game more exciting. What great sportsmanship. I'm all about it. 100%. Got to risk it for the biscuit, right?
That's right.
Literally by the seat of your underpants.
Yes, and I think that's very much a Andrew Coleman playstyle. And that's, I guess, why he loves the cavalry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no. Big roll, so he chucked the wag there, and one waggy boy is now dead.
Yep. Forced to wound.
Paddy pouring one out for his homies.
Yeah. Gonna get an F for a wog.
Yeah. Paddy's just like, my waggy boys are all gone. Oh no.
Oh no.
For those who don't know what the in-joke is, Paddy is well known for his love of wags.
Yes.
And he's here in the stream. I think he's just doing his thesis, so he's probably, pouring one out of his delicious homebrews, just like, I can't believe a wag died. This travesty will not stand or pass.
Well, look, I think I mentioned to Paddy, Paddy before. Look, next time he should be bringing his warg missile list. I think he can do it.
Would you go like wag? Would it be like Fox 1, Fox 2, or Wag 1, Wag 2?
I think Wag 1, Wag 2.
Yeah, Wag 1, Wag 2.
Yeah. Or Doggo 1, Doggo 2.
With the but who would get the cool call sign like Goose and Maverick? Would it be one of the heroes, like like Yazneg? Would he be like Maverick, or would it be the Shaman who's just like, I'm now Maverick?
Yep. Yep, the pack wog.
Lucky we would be privileged to be on a stream with you, because it would most certainly be basically State of Origin, I think.
Yeah.
Queensland versus New South Wales.
Yeah, definitely. Love it.
And then we could just be like, we could unite, just like that meme with Arnold. It's like, Queensland and New South Wales memeing on Victoria, like, ha.
Yes, exactly. We should form a pact right here, right now, Lockie. New South Wales, Queensland.
Meme Victoria.
Meme Victoria.
Any Victorians in stream, suck it. It's like, hey, that's not cool, man. See, I can talk all the smack now because there's no Victorians here, but like next year Masters come around, oh man,
Look,
I'm gonna get destroyed.
I have distinct memory that you did lose to Mr. Matthew Todd last year.
Yeah, that was a close game.
Oh,
Look,
you say it's a close game, but
he's in my book of grudges,
all right.
just like dwarves lose to elves. That's like a double entry, one for losing to and one for losing to elves.
All right. Oh, here comes a bunch of wounds.
Yeah. Look like getting wounded there.
Ouch.
Oh, he's down.
Oh, Chiku Wild Battles.
Ooh.
Oh, banner.
Common.
Oh,
Powerful. Yeah.
Powerful 6
Not even.
from
Not
Milwaukee boy. Whoa, very nice.
Like, Coleman's dice have been really hot. They've been really hot. Even he agrees.
Yeah.
They've been really hot. From throwing spears to now just like, let me just roll a
Waggy
bunch of
boys.
sixes. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, but having said that, he has rolled a little bit flunky on some of those big heroes, so it all balances out in the end.
Another six there from
Ouch.
Coleman.
hmm Uh, have you noticed also some of the dice here on stream isn't actually Coleman's. Some of that is Chris Todd's.
Chris Dot, what's wrong with your dice? Yeah, look at that. There we go. Come on, Dan. Come on.
Ooh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
about one to win
Ooh,
there.
very cold there. Yeah.
Do you want some starter set dice, Chief? Do you want some starter set dice?
Is that some escape from Goblin Town?
Yeah, like here,
Little
man.
little
Have some
baby
have some starter
dice.
set dice. We all know how broken
Gotta
they are.
get Vaughn in here with his starter set dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Lord of the Rings starter set dice. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, what a bit of a floppy roll there from
Yeah.
both sides.
Big two. What's his roll? Six to win. Ah,
Ooh,
almost,
not quite.
almost, almost.
Hey man, that rolls a 2, 5-4, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Laughs and Uruk.
Yeah, laughs in maggoty bread.
I still every time
Ooh,
I
6.
enjoy that meme so much. It's like, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. I love just the fact that someone's like, you know what? That means there's restaurants in Mordor,
Yeah,
like, because they know what a menu is. It's like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
amazing.
amazing. I think someone else made the comment that the fact that Gimli knows that his axe is in someone's nervous system implies that they actually have some pretty advanced medicine
Yeah.
knowledge.
Well, I mean, if you ever looked at Gimli's CV, it says neurosurgeon. He is well versed in removing brains.
Yes.
What I find
Mm,
also rather,
mm,
speaking of movie magic, is
mhm.
the Oliphant, the Moonmaker. Only counts as one.
Oh yes. Oh, oh, here comes
No,
a hurl, I believe.
League, yeah. I also win for the first one for the hill.
Oh,
Doesn't win anything with a help.
oh, the main guy is still alive. That's always really fun.
Yeah.
The guy getting hurled.
First pikeman lives, second pikeman goes down. So
Mhm,
the initial hell target lives, flying
mhm,
through two Urukai, and the one pikeman lives as well.
mhm. All right, we're cresting on that 45-minute mark, guys. Coming into the eclipse of this game.
So who do we think we'll be streaming next? Not sure.
Yeah, look, we're starting to get some dribs and drabs of the different games and the results. It looks like I think on one of the tables, Chris Stott with his Mumak War Leader has defeated Andrew Miller's Black Riders.
Yeah. Well, that I think when we were discussing that we thought that would be a really tough matchup for Chris.
hmm
Looked like a close game,
It
but
did, but yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down to those objective plays, and yeah.
yeah. And I think Chris might have managed to sneak around and grab the objectives there.
hmm we'll have to chat about that in the next round.
What's really interesting in this game is even though they destroyed the spies, I don't think any of the spies have been destroyed just yet.
Yes. Well, Coleman is aggressively playing in the Dan's side of the board, so he really is pushing for it.
It'll be interesting to see because it might be one of those missions that does come down to the secondaries to see
hmm
who wins. It might be
Yeah, that's right.
zero all.
Yeah.
Um, Gulliver's spending might here,
hmm
calling a move, and the
hmm
Witch King's also using his last point for a move as well.
All right, so there's not much might left on the board for both sides.
But Dan is entirely out of might, so no might here to call to counter.
All right, as we kind of develop a lot of these streaming stuff, we would like to get some custom emotes. I think one of them we really want is a sausage, right?
Yeah, so sick.
So sick. We are a big fan of the so sick memes here.
So sick and laughs and Callisto.
Yep.
Two hot contenders. What do you think about oil?
Nah.
Bring me oil and
Oh yeah.
bring me oil.
Bring me oil. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So what would that do we use is it Guy Heston in that with oil, or do we just put Denethor without a nose?
Yeah, we probably need Denethor.
Denethor without a nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Bring
get on
the
that.
oil.
Get on that, boys.
For those who don't know what we're referencing, if you type in SoSig into Google image search, it's basically Gordon Ramsay without a nose holding up a sausage.
Yeah.
Somehow SoSig, which is sausage for us,
Yeah.
has become replaced So Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, as something so sick. But now it's sausage.
Yeah.
And I think we've gone full circle, right? We've
Yeah.
gone from so sick to sausage.
Yeah. Such is the fate of
like,
all memes.
Things are called like that sausage.
Yeah. Again, apologies for the frame drops. The internet here is a little bit sketchy, but we're trying our best here. We might have a bit of a MacGyver jury rig in the break to see if we can improve some of the internet.
Yeah, possibly hotspot.
Yeah.
5G.
Or switch one of the channels here.
Throwing speed coming in with a fat miss. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's alright, watch this now, the rest is just like laser like.
Got.
Yeah, I think potatoes should be in there as well. Just like
yeah.
potato
Potatoes, bacons, full of a toque.
egg and breakfast.
Yep. Those are some common ones.
Yeah.
I think after this game we need some Dan the Mans and what's a good one for Coleman?
Like a nickname?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just call him Coleman.
Yeah.
I thought Dan was Saruman anyway. Dan
Yeah.
the Man Saruman.
Dan the Saruman.
It's very long.
I mean, long titles are pretty good too. Ooh.
Whoa, fat six. Yes, that's on the resist roll.
Mm-hmm. Coltrane. I like that. I like that a lot.
It's like the Soul Train, but...
Now, Coltrane, also a jazz reference as well. I love it.
So, Coleman activating his heroic move. Following it with me. Checking ranges on where he's in.
Don't worry about the frame drops, guys. We are recording all the games here, so we will be posting some VODs of the game. So hopefully you guys won't miss too much of the action.
So for those who don't play Lord of the Rings, you should, because it's the spirit game. But it is a game with very precise measurements. So trying to get models through like gaps or getting traps, it's very precise. You have to be pretty much millimeter perfect in getting your models into combat. Now you want to go into...
Alright, we're just going to fix a couple of audio issues with...
So that's if it keys up or not, Eric. You want to change... filters, compressor, output gain. There you go. Don't do 15. 15 dB is a lot. Just go to 0. Go to 0. Yeah.
There we go. Let's know how that sounds.
That might be a lot louder. I might need to make sure I'm not always keying up now. It's weird not using push to talk. I'm so used to just like slapping a button while I yell at people, and now I just...
that's right.
Yeah.
Big feedback.
Yeah, because it's looping. So, yeah, drum that all the way down. Keep going. And close as well. Or is it the other way?
Oh, we're getting some issues here. Yeah, it's freaking out on that mic.
Yeah.
Maybe
Drag it down by 5.
All right. How's that?
I think I'm picking up. No, it's
Hmm? Yeah. Just bear with us, guys, while we fix up the audio. You're most welcome, Deep Dish. Love the name, by the way.
how's that? Is that picking up loud and clear without any
All
feedback?
right. Let us know how the audio is in chat.
Apologies for any frame drops. Please feel free to blame the Australian federal government for kind of screwing up NBN.
Yeah.
We're not very close to the city here. We're probably about an hour's drive, maybe 50 kilometers out. NBN here is a bit how you doing.
Mm.
So no issue of the venue, just the fact that I think the government tried to screw around here a bit.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a dial back into the game.
You should just be at 40 minutes or so. Yeah, 40 minutes. 38. Giving a quick time check there.
Mm-hmm.
Dan the man, Saruman, working out where can he move back at this building.
Mm-hmm.
3 Urukai and a Buggy Boy. So, trying to get a sneaky
Sorcerer's Blast.
Sorcerer's Blast there.
Yeah.
Moving the minimum distance required to kind of get line of sight there and go for the cheeky blast. Single dice free blast.
Ooh. Rolls a 1.
Uh-oh. Reroll.
Ooh.
Saruman out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
In a risque position. But, you know, you got to risk it. Risk it.
That's right. Let's go shuffle back. So one of the key aspects of Lord of the Rings is because it is sort of a low dice game, it tends to be a little bit swingy, but a lot of the strategy comes into how do you plan for those misfires.
Yeah, it's most certainly a game of positioning
Mhm.
and probably 2 or 3 turn strategy.
That's right.
You know, a lot of the objectives require you to be quite mobile. Lord of the Rings being a fantasy setting, melee's the name of the game, so you can't kind of hang back and shoot.
Mhm.
So you really have to think about where you're going to go, because if, for those who are unfamiliar with how Lord of the Rings works, effectively every model has an attack or a number of attacks,
Mhm.
and you want to try and stack the dice in your favor by putting as many models as you can into the combat. Now, combats always break down the lowest base pair, which means it's generally a 1-on-1, 2-on-1, or a 3-on-1, or whatever it may be. But generally, you try and break it down. You can't have a 2v2, it's always like a 1v1. But knowing how to stack models into fights through your positioning and doing that 3 or 4 turns in advance, like planning out where you're going to go, is kind of where the magic of Lord of the Rings really
Mhm.
lies. You know, it is a game of battle lines,
Mhm.
and there's also a game of flanking,
Mhm.
like breakthroughs, and the grand melee, the swell that is melee, as opposed to kind
Yeah.
of having small squads scattered around the map.
That's correct. Now it looks like we've got some other results from a different game. We had Adrian Jenkinson versus Andreas Kavanagh,
Oh no.
the subject of many memes, and it looks like Adrian has squeezed the win. Congratulations.
Which list was that? That was
That was the other Saruman list with Greenmare and the dragon.
yeah, the dragon. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we knew the dragon was dumb, and that with the it's got the 2 Crebain swamps,
Yeah.
right?
That's oh no,
Uh,
6 Crabane Swarms actually.
6. Holy crap! Yeah. So
Yeah,
Andreas running the Mirkwood Ranger
yeah,
Captain Heavy list with all the Elven cloaks.
yep. See ya.
Like that. Oh, that's rough. That's a tough matchup for poor old Andreas. You know,
Mhm.
uh, Rebane and a dragon.
Yeah.
Laughs and dragon.
Mhm.
Dan looking for sneaking pilot is Andrew's heroic combats. Just out. Charge that by making charging right. Sorry about that. So Dan remembering take some terror tests because of Gulliver.
Mhm.
Just outside the terror.
Yep.
So he's charge
Yeah.
target.
I do believe Gulliver has Harbinger of Evil as well, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, he does. So, he's projecting that terror bubble across the board here. Courage to Urkai. It's going to be tricky.
Most certainly
Mm,
a thing.
yeah. And he doesn't have some Urkai shamans or anything like that to kind of ignore the terror. So it's going to be starting to play a big component in this eclipse of the game.
What turn are we in?
No, we're probably well into the 4th or 5th turn already. Yeah, we
And
get a turn check.
it's been very close. I got unable to charge there due to space.
Hmm.
Just for those at home, area terrain that looks
Hmm.
high plate is actually open ground.
Hmm.
Terrain pieces being as you would terrain. So the actual pie plate itself is just something that we use to kind of put the bits on to make it so it's nice piece.
Yeah, for this game.
And the small pieces of block as well, I believe.
They're treated as open ground, but they do confer a 3+ in the way for the game.
Dan looking for those shots once
Hmm.
again. It's 5 crossbows beautifully lined up in that piece of terrain,
Hmm.
as we would have come to
Hmm.
expect of anyone who uses crossbows to park them in a building somewhere and be like, haha, I can
Yep.
shoot pretty much the whole map.
Yep. Shout out to Aiden
Yep.
Duran for that one.
Yeah, thanks, Aiden. Brian. So 5 crossbow shots into Gulliver with 2 no in the ways.
Ooh. All right.
3 hits.
Not bad. Not bad. Got above odds there.
No ways.
All right.
So
Ooh.
2 onto Gulliver, 1 onto
Hmm.
own Urukai.
Yep. All right.
Stomps
Kills.
his own dude.
Hmm. I
Gulliver.
think it's a 5 to wound in this situation. No wounds. Ooh. Gulliver stays
Dan,
unscathed.
are you sure you don't want some starter set dice?
Never believe in your dice, Dan. Believe in the dice. Channel the Khan. Those are the White Scar dice.
Dan should have gotten some Saruman dice. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly think that a lot of the special ed dice that come out from Games Workshop
are pretty good.
yeah, that's probably an understatement. Hey, they are
Unnaturally good.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are so good. Except for the Mordor ones, they kind of poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Rupert has
Yeah.
shown and
Fellowship
demonstrated.
dice, excellent. Oh, that reminds me. How long do we have until the? Alright, 2 hours.
Hmm.
2 hours until the limited edition stock flash release of Lord of the Rings models goes up.
That's
So
right.
for those of you who didn't quite pick up on the models that are coming out, they aren't a made to order. What it is the allocation that Games Workshop made beforehand in the anticipation of Volume 4, the made to order. So there will not be a lot of models available. It goes up on 1 p.m., I believe, Australian time.
Yep.
Which is approximately 2 hours, just under, an hour and 50. So, so models are strictly limited. Strong recommendation if you want something there.
Yeah. Make sure you get on that
make
website.
Sure you get on it. One of the things I was told, if you really, really, really want something, try and do it in a single order, as if the stock. If your order is just, for example, like me, I was like, I'm gonna order like 3 Gimlis. If they're unable to give you 3 Gimlis, they will cancel your order.
Yep.
So I'm just going to try and get 2, but just as an example, if I was to get 3, I would do 1 and then 2, just so I could be guaranteed 1.
Yep.
You know, I don't think anyone knows what stock levels looks like, but
it's probably going to be pretty low.
Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty low, and a chance that a lot of it will sell out within the first half an hour. So
yeah,
if there's something that you want, most certainly
yeah, get on it, guys.
Yeah, well, we've got a timer here, so we'll definitely give you guys a reminder when it's going on. But we might be in between games, so it's hard to say. You guys have half an hour or 28 minutes, like that's.
All right, so he's spending some will to get the charge off on some Terra models. Oof, rolls the 1. The wound rolls have been pretty poor for Dan. Unlucky. Oh, 4 high. Wins it on the fight. All right. Ooh. Yep, first walk to run away from dismounts. All right, we've picked up a couple more viewers here. Welcome to the stream. If you can, say hi in the chat.
Dan has resorted to putting dice in the bin now. They're in the sin bin. Oh, for a wound.
Oof, not quite.
Unreal. Dan, you sure you don't want some starter set dice?
No.
I'm just gonna keep tempting you with like, yeah. Hey, there. What are they? Fellowship dice there on the white ones? They are feral. Just quietly. So are the Army of the Dead dice. Yeah. The Army of the Dead dice are also pretty gross. So watch as now. Dan just rolls nothing but 6s. And like, oh, these dice are off chops.
Yep. It's cock dice there. Oh, another cock dice. All right, there we go.
Dan's getting the comment. Oh, there's the Fellowship dice. Pull them through. Yeah. Fellowship dice coming through.
All right, we have a tactical dice change happening.
Yeah. Hey, like sport teams do it all right. Right? It's like subbing in, subbing out. Key players of the team.
So our players are now
dice. Our dice. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at these fellowship dice already. Yeah. Already just rolling hot.
Paddy's asked, how's the
off
game
the table? Going? It's a 5, but it's off the table. That's right. What does he get to 6? Oh, okay, that is not a 6. Yeah, sorry, Dan. I apparently jinxed him.
The game is going into the final half an hour of the match. Gulliver, Witch King are quite deep into Dan's deployment zone, going for the kills and maybe diving for some objectives. Doesn't look like Dan's anywhere near the other side of the board, so it's going to be really interesting if he can really crush it out. in the last. What you get, I get. Yeah.
Uh, Dan, you already put it.
Uh,
Oh no,
oh
Dan.
no,
Dan, maybe you need to work on your roll technique. Maybe you should
no.
try the Taylor
Look,
Hill
it's
underarm.
about it's about willpower. It's about
Uh,
faith in the dice.
Look, I believe dice are, if nothing, fickle. So,
Just to shout out to Paddy, there was a Wog Rider that he managed the single Wog actually got a kill. I think he shouted your name while he got the kill there, Paddy. How do you feel about that?
no, Paddy,
Mm.
your notoriety grows.
Ooh,
Oh,
well,
Dan, rolling ones again. Oh no. Dan, try the. I don't know if you should try the army of the dead dice. So we have some dice here on some like stream-friendly dice on the side of the trays here.
hmm
Not giving them dice, they're just dice that they're available to you. But
oh, there we go. Some big kills here with
oh
the
no,
cavalry knockdowns.
oh no, indeed.
hmm Ooh, big six.
Oh. F is for friendship.
hmm
Check.
All right, let's get a quick time check.
3
We're
minutes.
almost at the 20-minute mark. Shout out to Lockie for shouting us out on his page there. Thanks for that, Lockie.
Lucky.
Deep Dish, we will be streaming pretty much all day, all four games. I believe each game is 2 hours and a half, so we're going to be here for a long while. We will be taking break after the game just to kind of recalibrate some of our couple of things that have kind of fallen over. For example, our camera's fallen over about 3 times now. So yeah, if you can, stick around, tell your friends.
Yeah, it's definitely something to stick on in the background. It's kind of like the cricket, you know.
Yeah,
Going to be here talking, commentating on the game, and I guess it
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Try and
Keep
keep
it
everybody
interesting.
fun.
There are a couple of sort of more drawn out bits in the game. Not the best for viewership, but we do see the boys in action
It is very
at
nice
the
to
moment.
watch two excellent players
hmm
go at it. It's still most certainly a great demonstration of skill.
hmm
It is also great to learn, see how these players
hmm
operate.
hmm
So Gulliver here with his one wing, perfectly charging, I think.
Yep.
3 there, yeah,
hmm
just.
Oh,
Just
he's
trying not
gone.
to get his wings stuck on the building there.
Yeah. We got a question here. Death 1942 is Scott Tony Grigg. Not sure who Tony Grigg
I'm
is,
just
but
punching that into Google right now.
Scott is definitely not Tony Grigg. Oh,
It's a commentator.
it's a
Yeah.
cricket reference. All right, I'm not a big cricket guy, so sorry about missing that reference.
Yeah.
I think Vaughn will be very disappointed
Yeah.
with me.
Guess I'm walking home now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I think cricket, I just think Bob Hawke and Dewey, and that's pretty much as far as
All,
I think about cricket. I'm like,
all
yeah,
I
beer,
know, all I know about cricket is Don Bradman. It was a
a
bowler.
legend. Every time I think about Sir Don Bradman, I think
Hmm.
about how he got so good with a golf ball and a wicket,
Yeah, that's
practicing on
right.
his garage door. What
Yeah,
tenacity!
yeah, that's right. All right, we're resolving this movement phase.
So it's bottom of turn 4.
No, start of top of turn 5. Yep, off he goes.
Saruman still alive.
Hmm. Yeah, he's very much floating in that back area, casting his spells.
I like how much duct tape we've used on the table. Yeah,
Hmm.
even so the camera is both taped to the ceiling and then taped to the stand and then also taped into and taped again so it doesn't fall over.
Yeah.
But the terrain is also taped.
Yeah, it looks for, yeah, Death 1942. Isengard did really want to leverage their shooting power, and kind of set back a little bit. So Coleman opted to call a march on one flank and shoved really deep on the other. He's also mostly cavalry, so he had pretty much board control from the get-go.
Yeah, Andrew played a very aggressive turn 1,
Hmm.
so he called a march,
Hmm.
deployed right on the 12-inch line.
Hmm.
So turn 1 already 20 inches out the table.
Hmm.
With the march, so not the entire force didn't march. It was about half.
Yep.
The other half went for a far right. Well, as you can screen perspective, deep on the top of the table,
Hmm.
diving around there at 15. Um, Dan managed to cut him off pretty well
Hmm.
and managed to control the line there.
Hmm.
And has slowly, just very, very, very slowly been giving ground. Most of the ground was given because of Gulliver jumping over. So he turned around, just kind of
Hmm.
Gulliver around a bit and bully him,
Hmm.
causing Gulliver to fly away.
Hmm.
Uh, we're now starting to see where the breakthrough may be occurring,
Hmm.
but none of the objectives have been destroyed yet in Seize the Prize.
Hmm.
So the net, I don't think either of them are broken or without a banner
Ooh,
yet.
looks like the fell light has gone off. I think this is one of the first couple of fell lights that have gone off uh,
Those
in this
Urukai are
game.
hard to move around. So for those who are joining late, the Angmar list has Gulliver,
Hmm.
the Witch King, and only 2 Deadmar Spectres, no Barrow Whites, and no Shade,
Yeah, he has an all captain as well.
with all mounted Wild Riders,
And I
with
think
throwing weapons 28.
one cheeky wild wog as well.
Yeah, I believe so, just for the leftover point. And the Isengard's a standard Isengard list. Doesn't count, it doesn't take courage sense for being broken until 33%.
Hmm.
With Saruman, Ugluk, and Vrasku, and like 45 Urukai.
Yeah, he's got an Uglock in there for the 3 might. So lots of models, lots of big heroes. Yep, no
Yeah, no
Barrow-wights.
Barrow White, no Shade. I think that's probably the big one.
Yep,
Everyone's used to seeing Shades in Angmar list,
that's correct.
but yeah. Another throwing spear coming in hot. These throwing spears have been out of control.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, even the even the guys agree that they've been out of control.
That's right.
I think that they've killed something like double digits now.
Hmm. Now, the big thing with Deadmar Spectres is they're essentially a super transfix, allowing you to not just move the half distance, but the full distance.
New super
Um,
compel.
yeah, compare. Sorry, not transfix, compel. So in addition to compel, and you've got the fast-moving Gulliver and all the cavalry, you have some really big play-making potential there. Yes, that's right. So I think it's what was it, 20 something? I think almost 20 Walk Riders.
28, I believe. We
Yeah,
have the list.
Yeah, let's
It
get
was
a.
28 Warg Riders,
Mhm.
with 25 of them having throwings
And
and
the
3
rest with
with
bows.
bows.
Yeah, that's correct. And the big thing is when they're within 3 of their spirit heroes, they're basically mini Morgul Knights.
Yeah, in this case, it's
Hmm.
just the Witch King and Gulliver, but
Yep.
um, Gulliver's very quick. You know,
Hmm.
you can.
And
It's
his
easy.
base size is quite big, so he does project that aura.
Yeah, and the Witch King has the more crown, but
No Morgul
no,
Blade.
no, no Morgul Blade. So,
Hmm.
and so he's most certainly in very support style role as opposed to you with General Fellbeast.
Hmm.
So he's also able to zip around,
Hmm.
call a solo march if he needs to go a little bit further for his cast and get his terror or in areas you need. So,
Hmm. Yep, spirit hero, not sports heroes. I mean, they could be sports heroes as well. Sporty spirit heroes.
what sport would they play in Mordor?
You
Like
mean
backgammon, for
you mean Angmar?
sure.
What sport? I don't know. Throw the orc head.
Well,
Eat
judging
the ham.
judging by Andrew's list, I'm gonna assume probably like javelin,
Oh yes, definitely.
equestrian perhaps,
Yes.
polo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stone skipping to get that.
Is that an
But
Olympic sport? Is it? I want to put a link to this thread on the SPG Facebook page. Then we can just copy and paste that into the stream
it's
and see what
it's
the
there.
lists are.
It's Adam's post.
Yeah, but we got to scroll to.
All right, let's get that up and running.
I'll read out Dan's list very quickly. Proper rundown. So yeah, Saruman on horse, Ugluk, and Rasku. He has a total of only 6 crossbows. Got 13, uh, 13 Urukai with shields. Got 10 with
Ooh.
pikes. He's got 6 scouts with bows, and then 5 scouts without uh, anything.
All right, we've got some. Ooh.
And they're in Ugluk's warband, so they're actually pretty quick.
Hmm. One wound from the crossbows, finally.
Did a win to Gulliver. Like
Yes,
a
with the
Gulliver.
crossbows.
Got defense 5. Haha.
But it looks like he's probably going to eat that wound back up. But it does really affect the following combat because he does lose that extra attack. So every wound you do in the shooting phase is pretty huge. We just We've got 11 minutes left on the clock, coming into the closing moments of the game.
This is still an incredibly close game.
Yeah, it doesn't
Um,
look like any of the players have achieved their main victory.
I think Gulliver may have. No, he wouldn't have sniped one because he's been in combat in that area there as well. So you have to be unengaged to destroy it.
Hmm.
I think there's one at the top there.
Yep. So I think Coleman has managed to tag that
Objective
top
there.
objective.
Like I said, I think it'll be very interesting game 2 pairings
Hmm.
because this game has been so close that I don't know whether the victory points will be enough to push high
Hmm.
up the ladder right now.
Hmm.
game system. For those who don't know, Lord of the Rings is the superior game system. Updating the stream title to make sure everybody knows that. To check out the Warhammer category because it is the game system.
That's right.
Punch that into the Warhammer category.
Yeah, it is.
Excellent. Just flop it out and just be like, yeah, Lord of the Rings #1.
Lord of the Rings #1.
I think it's 10-minute timer. Do you want to triple check that for me? Yeah, just under 10 minutes, guys. Oh, Alivar with a big fat 6.
Yep. Yep. Here comes all his wins back.
Bad noises.
Ouch.
Oh.
Oof. It's interesting to see Gullivar play this role. You frequently see, say, in other lists, you have things like ring rates on Felbeast do this same role, but he does it exceptionally well with his super high fight.
I mean, what's he, fight 8, right?
Something like that. Something ridiculous.
I don't think he has strike, but fight 8's kind of so high that it doesn't matter really. There's a good chance even if fighting a strike hero, they won't go past, they won't go high enough.
He is fight 7, doesn't have strike, but he does have strength and defense. So
defense on Gullivar's pretty big, actually.
Yes, that's right. If he gets in a bad spot, he can definitely call that defense to stay alive.
Yeah, most certainly. Flat 6's defend is much better than flat 5's.
Yeah, the extra attacks is the big deal compared to the Nazgul on Felbeasts. Alright, we've got some cock dice shenanigans. Oh, not quite. Right, we've got Saruman fighting the Warg. Oh dear.
Oh, nice. We got bananas and chips. Oh, yeah. I think you got 5 minutes, right? 6 minutes 37.
We're going into the final turn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it'll be a quick turn. Here we go, priority. 4 versus a 5. Oh, goes to Dan. Dan the man. So Dan taking his break check there, but passing automatically by being a hero of legend. Saruman's just like
checking.
Yeah.
Yep, checking his range.
Getting a bit of learning experience. Stand fast applies on that actual model's move, so the hero makes a stand fast, and then wherever they finish.
Yep, that's where all the models will be the ones that activate.
So Saruman could move into a more advantageous position, also putting him at risk by covering more of the army. 12-inch stand fast, pretty big.
Yep. Yeah, he's got that really loud voice apparently. Voice of Corinthia or something like that.
What I really like about Saruman stand fast, that Thrain, a dwarf, has a better stand fast, because you know why? Dwarf's #1. That's why, Eric.
Alright. Alright, okay.
He looks so exasperated right now. He's just like, I can't believe you set me up for that. I'm like, well,
It took a while to get that set up.
yeah, well, okay.
Just like dwarves. Taking a while.
Very dangerous over short distance, Eric. That was a bit of a stretch.
Voice of Karunier. Stand fast. 12 inches and effects other hero models.
Big. Saruman will not be contested in his leadership or his authority.
Alright. 1942. Death 1942 says dwarves absolutely number one. Alright, you got a bit of a fan there.
Well,
Dwarf.
see, I don't know if it's a fan thing or if it's just an undeniable truth. You know, dwarves are just number one.
Thanks for tuning in there, Inquisitor Redmayne. And we'll see
Lucky,
Lockie
yeah.
in a bit.
Saruman going in, not going in.
This is the ultimate turn here.
Saruman moving back, making sure he's staying in range there.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes, Spirit charging into Gulliver, taking his terror test, passing it with flying colors.
Yes, he's tagged Gulliver, so Gulliver will lose his monstrous charge.
Suck it, Gulliver. Charge test. Okay.
Ooh.
Matches at 11. Not even like
Not
close
even
to wavering.
Going back down to a 10 with the Harbinger of Evil, but still
We're
plenty,
rolling a fat
plenty
13.
to go. Yeah, plenty of courage to go.
Not manage to find fear in those right there. The other charge. So Dan playing to nice some objectives here, trying to get in, make sure he can't move onto the objectives. And taking his courage test on remaining models. Oh, yeah, here we go. Fighting to the last, roll holding his courage rolls.
Right, we're coming into the minute 30 mark.
80 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Dice down, isn't it, at time?
I do believe so.
The crossbow's going in.
I think
no,
staying in the game.
Yeah, staying in the game.
Alright, he's lost 2 crossbows there as well.
Banner sticking around, that's key.
Yeah, with the Saruman right next to him.
Denying VP there. Those who don't play a lot of Lord of the Rings, losing a banner is kind of key. You know, army normally has one. Some armies have 2, but they can be quite swingy if you lost your banner and your opponent hasn't. It's almost to the point that it's mandatory to take a banner in most armies, because if you don't have one and the game finishes, you up to 3 VP for it.
We've got 20 seconds, guys.
Officially, they are out of time. However, in a great display once again of sportsmanship, they have both agreed to finish out the turn.
All right. All right. That's game.
Yeah, that's game. Yeah. Final score, like it is 7-1, favor of Andrew Coleman. 4 secondaries. Checking secondaries to see what the actual score is. So total score is 7-1 on primaries and 6-3 on secondary.
Yeah, so let's tally that up to a total score. 13. Wow, what a great first game.
Very close game.
Very close game.
I think,
it looks.
yeah, very close. I think that is. It seems like a big point gap, but I actually disagree that it might seem like a big gap. I just think that there's a lot of points on offer, and very easy to not score some of them because Dan was playing a very mobile list. Sorry, playing against a very mobile list. So we did get caught very early on, struggling to push for supplies to destroy them. What do you think, Eric?
I think it really came down to the first opening turns. I think Coleman made the right moves, calling the march, and really gunning down the table with his superior mobile force, and just playing around those objectives on Dan's side of the board. So meaning that when closer to the closing moments of the game, he can jump onto the objectives. What's very impressive is that he managed to break a 40 plus model army with just cavalry, showing the terrifying nature of cavalry and when it's played really well. And as you can see here, the combination of throwing spears and terror causing log riders, very good. Sure, we had some swingy nature of dice in this game, but I think both players had a good amount of fun, and I think we will have Andrew Coleman on the stream to have a quick chat with me to see how he feels about the game.
Yeah.
All right, and the gentleman there just packing up, and congratulations to the winner of the game, Andrew Coleman. Okay, GG. And yeah, when Andrew's ready, we'll have him. Yeah, whenever you're ready, man.
All right, introducing the High Priest of the Cult of Cavalry.
Yeah, the COLTRAIN himself.
Andrew Coleman.
It's Mr. Andrew Coleman. Now, let's get him on here. Hello, take a seat. Alrighty, congratulations on your win for the first round.
Yeah, thank you.
And what's really cool to see is the chat has given you the name COLTRAIN.
COLTRAIN, I like it. Oh,
yeah.
I've got a few nicknames.
Yes, and it's got that jazz
I like
reference.
It. Yeah,
it's
nice,
pretty cool.
Nice.
So,
who started that?
I think
was that Lachlan?
I'm not sure. Let's have a look. I don't know. We'll get a full reference slash props for that coming up with the name. But yeah, COLTRAIN.
Yep,
there
nice.
We go.
I like it. Yep.
All right, how are we feeling after that first game? You played all the way to time.
Yeah, we did. I think it took some risks. They ended up paying off. I think moving Gully up early, I figured as long as he doesn't die, which I thought the odds were in my favour that he didn't, which is a risk, I figured I'd get the wins back, and that more or less ended up happening. And also meant that the crossbows weren't shooting at all my wargs and stuff like that. Dan's rolling in the first half of the game was pretty mediocre. That didn't help him either, so that meant that the cavalry was able to get an advantage and start working those flanks.
Yeah, great. It's really cool to see that you actually decided to really shove down his side of the board really early on and basically leave your side of the board undefended.
Yeah, that was that's one of the advantages of the cavalry army. If you can just dictate the turns of the battle and it's happening on my opponent's side of the board, that means that even if things go terribly, their odds of getting to my objectives are much, much lower. So you're starting at an advantage from the get-go.
Hmm. Yeah, great. Look, I think will start getting more information of what the matchups will be like in the next one. So best of luck with your next matchup,
Thank you.
and thanks for everyone joining in the stream. Well, we'll be taking a quick break, and we'll be back with game number 2, guys.
Thanks for watching,
Stick
guys.
stick around.